Pranav and Akshat navigate the complexities of the French defense Tarrasch variation Morozevich variation in this Asian Individual Chess Championships 2025 Open Round 4 Showdown. On e4. On e6. On d4. On d5. Knight d2. We are now in the French defense Tarrasch variation Morozevich variation. Bishop e7. Knight gf3. Knight f6. Threatening pawn takes e4. Pawn e5 played by Pranav. Threatening pawn takes f6. Knight fd7 played by Akshat. Bishop d3. On c5. On c3. Knight c6. King castled kingside. On g5. On h3. On h5. On g4. On takes g4. On takes g4. Queen b6. Rook e1. On takes d4. Knight f1. It is novelty move. On takes c3. On takes c3. Queen c7. Threatening knight takes e5. Bishop b5 played by Pranav. On a6. Akshat intends to play. On takes b5. Knight g3. Knight takes e5. Knight takes e5. Knight takes e5. Rook b1. Bishop d7. Knight h5. King castled queenside and dominate the board. Bishop takes c6 played by Pranav. Queen takes c6. Bishop takes g5. Bishop takes g5. Knight takes g5. Rook g8. Threatening rook takes g5. Queen d2 played by Pranav. On b5. Queen f4. Threatening queen takes f7 check. Rook g7 played by Akshat. Rook a d1. Bishop b7. Threatening rook takes g5. Rook d4 played by Pranav. King e7. Knight f3. Rook a g8. Akshat intends to play. Check. Queen takes g4. Check. Rook takes g4. On d4. Rook ge4. On takes c3 and increase their advantage significantly. On g5 played by Pranav. Knight f8. Akshat might go for Knight h7. Knight g3. Knight takes g5. King f1. Knight takes f3 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Knight g3 played by Pranav. Knight g6. Threatening knight takes f4. Queen d2 played by Pranav. Rook h7. On c4 take a moment to spot the best move for Akshat. On takes c4 is best move here because Queen b4 check. King d7. Rook b1. Rook b8. Knight e4. Rook h8 position is equal. Let's go to the main game. On c4. Queen c5 is a mistake played by Akshat. On takes d5 time to think, find the best continuation for Akshat. Rook c8 is the right idea because Pawn takes e6. Bishop takes f3. Rook d7 check. King e8. Pawn takes f7 check. Rook takes f7. Still Akshat is losing. Let's proceed to the main game. Threatening pawn takes c4. Pawn takes d5 played by Pranav. Bishop takes d5 is an inaccurate played by Akshat. Rook c1. Threatening rook takes c5. Bishop c4 played by Akshat. Knight e4. Pranav wants to play. Rook d7 check. King f8. Knight takes c5 and establish a winning position. Knight takes e5 played by Akshat. Knight takes e5. Queen takes e5. Do not rush. Can you find the strongest move for Pranav? Pawn f4 is a strong choice, since Rook gh8. Rook d7 check. King f8. Pawn takes e5. Rook h1 check. King f2. Pranav have small advantage. Let's explore the main line. Queen takes e5. Rook takes c4. Slightly worse move played by Pranav. Queen h2 check. King f1. Take a moment to spot the best move for Akshat. Queen h1 check is the correct move because King e2. Queen h5 check. King e3. Queen takes g5 check. Knight takes g5. Rook h4. Still Akshat is losing. Shifting to the main line. King f1. Queen h3 check is an inaccurate played by Akshat. King e1. Queen h1 check. King e2. Queen h5 check. King e3. Time to think. Find the best continuation for Akshat. Queen takes g5 check is logical continuation as Knight takes g5. Rook h4. Rook c7 check. King f6. Rook takes h4. King g6. Still Akshat is losing. Let's proceed to the main variation. King e3. Queen h3 check creates serious weaknesses in the position. Played by Akshat. On f3 Akshat fought hard but ultimately had to concede defeat.